Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Build a Castle episode 4. In the last episode we completed all the outer walls and we also added the bridge that will connect the castle to the city. We've almost completed it now, so in this episode all we'll have left to do is to build the fort and then a couple of the buildings around the courtyard that haven't been finished yet. So the first thing I did when coming to design the fort was to put down the rough shape of the main tower that's going to be in the middle, using the circle tool out of World Edit. I added a few windows for rooms that have yet to be decided what they're going to be, to add detail, and then I added another smaller thinner tower right in the middle going higher up again, capping it off with a steep pitched roof. The section that is left in between the outer tower and the inner tower will become a balcony, also with a roof to protect from weather. I added a few more windows higher up and then moved on to this other tower towards the front of the building. To begin with, I put down the rough shape of the building and then played around with a few ideas of how I wanted to finish the top off. I was originally just going to do it with one large pitched roof, but felt that there was too much wood and it needed breaking up, so I added this second layer of stone higher up to create yet another floor. However, in doing so, when I was trying to find a design I liked, I've ended up making the top just as thick as the base, so I may have to go back and revisit this at a later date. You can see me trying to correct this by making the base a little wider. To finish off the tower, I came back and added in a few arrow slits using the iron bars again, so anyone can fire down upon attacking forces. All what's left to do now for this side of the facade is to bridge the gap in between that tower what we just built and the outer wall. I've barred the windows again at the lower levels to stop anyone gaining access, and I've also added another balcony higher up the building. Coming back round to this side of the building, I decided I didn't like the thicker tower being wider at the top than it is at the bottom. So at first I added this diagonal wall to go in front of it, and then I also thickened up the tower with an extra layer of stone. Whilst on this side, I decided that the best place for the entrance was on this square tower. So I added in the door, and since the castle's raised up above the courtyard, I went ahead and added some stairs. This took a couple of tries to get right, since there was limited space to work with, and it was interfering with the door of the granary and blacksmith. In the gap that was left over here, I just decided to connect the two buildings together with a building and also a walkway in front of it, what will overlook the courtyard. Coming over the fort now, this gap behind it will go to a garden. So I finished off the outer walls with the same design that was used on the other side, and then I also extended the roofs down of the main building so it meets another walkway, and then extending the roofs down again until it meets the walls of the garden. Now at ground level you can see me adding a few windows that will overlook it. I wanted them to be quite large to let a lot of light into the building. And then I also added the doorway and added a path and foliage to the garden. Coming round to the rear of the castle, there was a few gaps left to fill in. This large gap will be where the Great Hall is going to go, so it needs to have a large roof and windows to let a lot of light in. When I was building the roof, I was struggling with trying to make it wide enough. Since it was going to be the Great Hall and needed high ceilings, the roof couldn't be as steep, so I decided to add this second layer of smaller windows higher up, inset into the wall. This section of land next to the barracks will be an archery range so troops can get practice in and training, and then we needed to finish off this doorway leading to the balcony overlooking the sea. So I added some stairs in, connecting it to the path, and then encased it in this small building. I also added a portcullis just for added defence. I think that'll be enough now for this episode. We've completed all the structural work of the castle. We've built the fort, we've finished off the little touches here and there, we've got a garden set up, and all that's left to do now is the interior, which is no small task. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.